Hi everyone, so welcome back to All In Eduspace channel. My name is Devi. I'm one of the mentors at All In, and today I'm currently in Boston visiting some of my mentees. So I'm going to actually meet one of my mentees. Her name is Karen. She's currently studying at Boston University, and we're gonna listen to her stories.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, okay. Belum tadi. Ininya.
Oh, nggak apa-apa. Kan kedengeran.
Oh iya. Okay.
Back at it again with Ci Devi and Karina Angel.
So senang banget. So thank you so much for hosting me this time around.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So Karen, do you mind maybe introducing yourself a bit?
Okay, my name is Karina Angel Nathanael, if you want to know my last name. And my major is human physiology. It's basically like a pre-med track. And my university is
Boston University.
BU Pride.
Okay, just quick fact check. What's the mascot for Boston U?
Boston Terrier.
Yay, that's good. Okay, pass the test I guess to become a Boston student
Aku
ya.
tahu namanya juga. Kalau di BU namanya Red. Nama anjingnya.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Okay. So for those of you who want to apply to Boston, you probably take note of that. Oh, how's life so far?
My life so far, really fun and stressful, but really fun.
Describe more. Like, what's the fun? What's the stressful part?
To be honest, kayak ke Boston bener-bener aku nggak pernah regret sama sekali sih. It's like the best thing I've ever done gitu loh so far. And the stressful part kan yang susah-susah dulu kan, baru yang senang-senang. Jadi yang stressful dulu. Yang stressful kayak ya belajarnya sih, since I'm in like a pre-med track and a lot of things that I should done. Terus kayak nggak cuma belajar kan, I need to kayak fulfill my CV juga and everything gitu. Terus habis itu kayak banyak banget ya requirements yang harus I fulfill sih. Tapi other than that, the fun is like I'm surrounded by good people. Itu kayak bener-bener matters banget sih. Jadi bener-bener aku gak pernah homesick sama sekali, kecuali kalau udah beli tiket pulang baru jadi pengen pulang kan, makan nasi padang gitu.
Wow.
Tapi other than that kayak bener-bener Boston is just like a very homey city juga, and kayak beautiful city juga. Jadi kayak enak banget sih.
That's good to hear. So no regrets coming to Boston dong?
No regrets at all.
That's good. So sounds like you have the time of your life.
That's actually so true. I'm actually living my dream life right now.
Wow, okay. Can you maybe share a little bit, like what's the most fun time that you had probably in Boston?
Wah, that's a really hard question karena semuanya fun.
Really?
Like I think almost every day there's always like a memorable thing that I will remember. Honestly, like jadi susah sih. Kayak beneran everyday kayak it's just very memorable gitu loh. Aku bingung.
Okay, so maybe can you maybe like share with us what your activities are, like kesibukan Karen apa aja sih?
Jadi mulai dari tahun lalu aku tuh kayak mulai kerja di research lab gitu. Itu kayak di BU School of Medicine. So I'm basically kayak doing a research for human cancer through zebrafish. Because zebrafish has basically a same genome and DNA for like as humans gitu. Terus
zebrafish
yeah,
and human
kayak lebih kayak mirip gitu. Jadi kayak we can observe it through zebrafish. Tapi ini aku jahat sih, aku kayak bunuh ikan juga gitu kalau karena kan jadi basically I suntikin tumor ke ikannya. Terus habis itu kayak terus nanti kalau udah jelek I bunuh gitu. Tapi kayak
but that's part of the research.
That's part of the research. And zebrafish is like easy buat kayak breeding and all. I can't even like breed them. Jadi kayak
wow, so that's the fun part or like stressful part or both?
Oh, that's like pretty fun, honestly. Even though it includes the killing part, but that's actually pretty fun.
Okay.
Cause killingnya aku gak kayak yang kayak bunuh gitu, enggak. Aku cuma masukin ke es batu terus kayak dia mati.
Yeah. Okay, so like maybe less painful than. Yeah. Okay. Terus apa lagi? Abis itu
my activities. belajar. Oh, I'm also in Alpha Chi Sigma. It's like a professional fraternity gitu sih, bukan kan ada juga yang kayak social frat gitu, tapi aku kan nggak ikut yang kayak gitu. Aku ikutnya kayak professional frat. Jadi ini kayak very helpful I think kayak as a STEM major gitu kan, kayak mostly Indos gitu, kayak mostly business kalau nggak econ, kalau nggak komsci, itu yang kayak paling majority lah ya. Yang STEM yang lain tuh kayak jarang banget gitu loh. Jadi kayak buat ngambil kelas gitu-gitu, terus kayak nitip-nitip kelas, itu tuh very helpful sih kayaknya kalau ikut professional frat kayak gini. And kayak my frat tuh kayak emang STEM doang gitu loh, kayak the requirement you have to be a STEM major gitu.
Okay. By the way, maybe there's a lot of friends here who are watching who don't really know what fraternity or sorority is.
Oh, okay.
Maybe apa sih fraternity or sorority?
I
what's
think
the difference?
sorority is like more. Aku juga kurang tahu sih kalau sorority. Cuman kayak sorority tuh kayak lebih ke party, kayak party gitu lah, party clubs gitu. Kayak I think if you wanna like find friends or something like that, you need to join sorority. Tapi kayak kalau fraternity, I think it's like more of the professional side. Kayak contohnya you business, ada yang biasanya terkenal kalau di bio tuh AKSI, DSP gitu-gitu tuh kayak helps your apa ya, kayak professionality, kayak build in your resume, terus kayak cari kerja gitu-gitu. Kayak dari my professional friends sendiri tuh I bisa dapet research lab juga, kayak I nanya gitu kayak you kirimnya format emailnya gimana gitu-gitu. Aku tuh bener-bener kayak ditutorin sama mereka gitu loh. Jadi I think it's very helpful gitu. Kayak if professional frat ya, because kalau social frat ya, social sorority gitu, I think it's just like if you wanna like party, like frat parties, that's like what people heard kan. Tapi tapi honestly kayak from my professional frat kayak rarely parties tuh. It's just like bener-bener career minded frat.
I see. So what do you exactly do kayak in a fraternity, professional fraternity? Is it different from like let's say a STEM club or apa gitu?
I think it's different ya, karena kayak in order for you to get in, you need to go through like pledging and everything. Like the pledging takes like 1 whole semester. Terus kayak
lama ya?
Iya. And then kayak itu bener-bener istilahnya you jadi
ditempa.
Iya, yang kayak you harus ngikutin, kayak you mau daftar organization mana, terus habis itu yang you kayak di bagian lagi di kaderisasi, you know, that kind of thing, like
Oke. Wow. Oke. Terus.
My other activities permias.
Dengar.
Iya.
Like president of Permias Massachusetts nih tahun ini. Aduh. So if you wanna go to Boston, like try to get in contact with Permias, right?
Yeah, you guys can just like DM Permias and then like we will.
Presidennya super cool kayak gini and super accomplished too.
Oh my god, aku terharu banget.
Iya. Okay, so Permias ya, and then you have school, you have Permias, you have your lab research. Terus habis itu you have fraternity.
Di situ aku social chair juga.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're the social chair. So it seems like you're super busy. Kayak, do you even have time to like hang out, party, or something?
Oh, I have time.
Yeah.
Because my life motto is work smart but play harder. But then like no, I feel like I actually work hard. It's just like my mindset is just like to work smart, but work smart you need to work hard as well.
Right.
Gitu loh, it's just like correlated towards each other aja.
Yes, they're not mutually exclusive ya.
Yeah.
Okay. Tapi so how like then what's the typical weekend? Do you have like a typical weekend? Like how do you, let's say you mentioned like you work so hard, smart juga pastinya, tapi also you party harder. How does it work?
I say play harder. I didn't say party harder.
Play harder, right? Yeah.
My typical weekend I think pasti hangout sama friends, itu pasti sih. Kecuali kayak this weekend gitu, kayak I have like a lot of exams next week, jadi kayak I would rather like stay in and just like study, because probably I won't have any more time because it's just like too much. Tapi kayak like last weekend it was like Halloween weekend, right? And it was my birthday. Terus habis itu kayak
belated birthday.
Thank you. Terus kayak jadinya bener-bener ya udah we party hard and we have fun gitu. Tapi kayak yang penting bisa balance aja sih, and tahu waktu aja gitu loh. Kayak lagi kosong ya udah boleh gitu. Kalau misalnya lagi enggak ya say no-nya harus ada juga.
Are you the type of person yang kayak kalau misalnya abis party atau hangout tuh bisa kayak sampai nginep-nginep and then pulangnya besok pagi, or like do you have like your own curfew although like your parents are not here?
Aku nggak pernah nginep sih.
Oke.
Iya, cuman yang kayak pulang pagi boleh, asal kayak tahu batas aja gitu. Kayak paling kan ceritanya habis ngapain terus makan dulu terus pulang gitu.
Oke, keren banget sih balance-nya. Do you have any tips for like time management, productivity or whatever?
For time management, I feel like I always plan out everything in my GCal.
Okay, tell me more. What do you mean by that?
Jadi kalau misalnya semua orang lihat GCal aku tuh semua orang bisa tahu aku mau ngapain aja in like a day or like any time range gitu, kayak semuanya udah bener-bener ada plan out in my GCal every single day. And I feel like I should kayak bener-bener kelarin itu gitu. Kayak so I made like target each day I mau ngapain gitu. Kayak contohnya mau hangout sama temen juga, aku bikin target dulu gitu, kayak hari ini aku mau bikin ini. Kalau belum kelar aku enggak gitu. Tapi kalau misalnya jadi teman-teman aku juga pasti udah pada tahu kayak kalau misalnya ngomong target I belum sampai nih gitu, terus habis itu kayak mereka kayak ya udah gitu, karena aku kayak kebiasaan kayak nggak bisa, target gue belum kelar gitu. Jadi kayak you need to set a goal sih, kayak long term goal I feel like, jadi kayak bisa motivates you juga gitu loh.
Okay, so kalau if I were to summarize it, first of all, I think the most important you need to be able to set your goals.
Yes.
And then set your priorities. Jadi kayak prioritasnya obviously study or whatever obligations you have in school. Beresin itu dulu, whatever target you have on that day. Begitu udah beres baru you can hang out all you want gitu. And untuk bisa produktif goalsnya mesti ditarik lebih panjang ya, long term. Jadi keep you like set your eyes on the goal.
Yes.
Supaya bisa lebih motivated. Keren. Oke, bentar, aku lupa pertanyaan apa lagi ya. Banyak nih pertanyaan dari netizen.
Udah disiapin guys pertanyaannya. Udah Ntar ya mau bikin dulu pertanyaannya.
Iya. Ini pertanyaan tentang Biu. Kan obviously ini kan it's like application season ya around this time. So kayak what's your first impression of like Boston U? Is there any difference from like I guess like what you were expected or like what people told you, stereotype-nya gitu-gitu?
Okay. BU sendiri sih I feel so grateful keterima BU karena it's in the city. Honestly that was like the first thing yang I pikirin gitu. Karena I'm from Jakarta, right? It's just like a very city style of kind of living, and I don't think I can survive kayak kalau misalnya kayak I got accepted to yang kayak suburb desa gitu. Like it's just like too stressful, and I feel like everyone will be like homesick of it. And aku tipenya yang kayak I'm very extroverted, so I need like people around me. So being in a city is like a really good choice at the first place. Terus kayak BU itself, I think the stereotype of like, I think this is like a general stereotype for like all unis like in the US. Orang-orang selalu ngomong kayak waktu di Jakarta kayak, oh tenang aja orang uni kayak males-males, bule tuh males-males gitu-gitu, kayak pasti paling pinter lah gitu-gitu. Padahal enggak, semua orang kayak rajin banget, bener-bener rajin banget yang kayak oh my god, kayak itu malah jadi minder juga gitu loh. Jadi kayak oh my god, oke, semua orang belajar, gue harus belajar gitu.
Mereka rajin banget tapi also bisa have fun juga ya, so like balance kind of like you know motivate you juga ya.
Tapi I feel like balance is really important sih. Kalau misalnya kerjaannya benar-benar study, I don't see the fun in it. And kayak maksudnya okay, there are some people that love studying, but you need to make it fun as well gitu loh. Kalau nggak lama-lama even though it's fun, you're gonna be depressed, and that's not good gitu. Kayak harus bisa benar-benar balance sih, penting banget sih menurut aku.
Right. Bentar, tadi you mention kayak meskipun itu fun, are you referring to studying is fun?
Cidevi, you know this.
Ini biar tada tahu dulu nih gitu kan, biar soalnya kan nggak semua orang bisa share the same idea gitu kan. How do you even like kayak make study sounds fun at all gitu, gimana sih?
I feel like studying is fun.
Gila sih.
I don't know, I just feel like
respect.
you can study from anywhere and anytime.
Okay.
It can be academically, it can be like life, kayak ngerti gak sih tentang
Yeah.
kehidupan juga gitu. And I honestly hate readings.
Okay.
I study kayak I bener-bener baca cuman kalau lagi belajar gitu.
But you're in research lab, don't you have to like read a lot of things? Kayak journal segala macam.
Nah itu dia,
Nah,
itu yang bagian gak sukanya.
Oh, bagian gak suka.
Bagian bunuh-bunuh enggak deh, enggak cuma bunuh-bunuh ikan doang. Kalau bagian yang lain-lain itu yang aku suka gitu. Cuman kayak okay, I love studying tapi kayak harus tahu batas juga lah, kayak you pasti kayak sesuka-sukanya orang sama belajar. Ada yang momen-momen kayak aduh udah capek banget gitu loh, nggak bisa lagi gitu. Ya udah kalau misalnya udah kayak gitu ya udah tutup dah gitu.
Break
Break dulu aja, tapi ya breaknya jangan kelamaan. Ya fail semua nanti kalau kelamaan. Cuman kayak jangan sampai kayak beneran dipaksain terus sampai kayak mumet sendiri, akhirnya udah bener-bener butuh waktu yang lama buat healing lagi gitu loh.
Right.
Karena waktu itu aku pernah yang aku ngambil summer break itu, jadi tuh waktu freshman year kan setahun kuliah, terus aku kayak lagi gila belajar kan, jadi aku ambil 2 term summer break, summer classes. Jadi aku beneran gak ada break sama sekali sampai fall mulai lagi kan. Paling break cuma 2 minggu.
Oh my god.
Terus udah fall mulai lagi setahun lagi dong sampai spring kan fall kan winter break aku bentar banget soalnya. Terus sampai itu tuh spring semester kemarin itu tuh aku beneran berasa aku burn out banget, yang kayak wah udah capek banget deh, kayak bener-bener aku tuh butuh stop dari semuanya. Makanya kemarin this summer is the only summer yang aku bener-bener kayak lepas everything, aku gak intern bahkan. Karena aku ngerasa kayak wah aku udah burn out banget, I need break from everything. And I start kayak fall semester ini aku udah enak banget sih, yang kayak bener-bener wow aja gitu semuanya. Kayak
benar, meskipun gak intern tapi research labnya setahun ya, Bu?
Iya, research lab aku udah setahun guys.
Oh ya udah, itu kayak nabung lah istilahnya.
Kayak nabung sih.
Terus gitu. Burnoutnya baru 2 tahun setelah kuliah, hebat sih. Kayaknya orang-orang banyak ya yang basically kayak baru berapa minggu udah burnout terus healing dulu ke Bali kemana gitu. Karen 2 tahun gitu kan baru burnout. Tapi when you're like burnout, ini kan banyak ya kita ngomongin healing, self-care segala macam.
Penting banget.
Iya, nah itu tuh any tips for like when you get burned out, like what's your typically like go-to coping mechanism? Except that one.
To be honest, coping mechanism ya, I love to do sports.
Oh iya, tell me more.
Jadi kalau misalnya di Jakarta, ever since I was little, I do figure skating.
Gila. Kalau denger itu apa, nasional apa gimana? Nah, internasional ya malah ya.
Aduh, blushing.
Hebat banget sih.
Tapi ya it's really fun sih. Cuman emang kayak dulu kan aku kayak kompetitif gitu, jadi kayak very kayak ya capek sih kalau dulu. Kalau sekarang ya cuma buat kayak main-main aja gitu kan. Terus I do equestrian.
Oh my god,
that's really fun. Kalau itu bener-bener buat fun doang, kayak beneran fun sih. Terus the last thing was like soccer. I soccer a lot.
Gila you girls. Tapi beneran semua unconventional sport. So to stay ya di Indonesia kan kayak jarang banget orang yang figure skating sampai international level. Terus udah gitu combine with equestrian. Terus combine lagi sama soccer. And then you were a runner juga ya?
Yeah, I did like 100 meters run gitu.
Gila sih, like keren banget. You're like super multi talented. Okay.
Aduh, aku terharu nih dipuji-puji terus.
But iya, tapi kayak ini anak sih kayak humble banget sih dari dulu sih, kayak nggak pernah yang inilah kayak show off ini itu. But you know like everyone was like she's like super talented. You're flashing man. Panas ya.
Aku gak bisa, ini kayak aslinya kurang gitu.
Ini tuh kayak recently banyak yang nanya, banyak yang concerns to like study in the US because it's like shooting, kayak banyak yang media kayak highlight those things. But you like you've been living here I guess 2 years.
1 year. Because 1 year online.
Oh iya, 1 year online. Nah, in the past year, like how do you feel about living in Boston?
I think Boston is a very safe city gitu. Jadi a lot of other cities tuh kayak nggak safe. Boston tuh nggak pernah ada kayak gitu. Jadi yang kayak beneran syuting aja nggak pernah gitu. Terus kayak homeless di sini aja tuh kayak yang beneran nggak pernah nyamperin sama sekali. Mau kita pulang mau malam kayak gimana pun, kayak homelessnya tuh nggak pernah ganggu. Terus yang kayak it's just so safe gitu. Terus trainnya juga kayak aman banget gitu, yang kayak and bersih gitu. Jadi kayak commuting everywhere tuh kayak gampang banget sih kalau di sini juga, and kayak very safe.
That's good. Yeah, bagus lah kalau maksudnya. Oh, and also I think Boston is a very student-centered city. Yeah.
Yes, like I think our Permias is like probably the biggest Permias other than Permias LA.
Oh, okay.
I think like nggak tahu setara atau ada something yang ada yang kayak lebih tinggi gitu. Cuman kayak our Permias is like so big. Kayak I think for the Indo itself aja ada kayak 300 to 400.
Yeah. Banyak banget ya.
Cause kayak di Boston aja kayak you go to every corner pasti ada another uni. Kayak I can list out like a lot of unis gitu, kayak contohnya Harvard, MIT, BU, BC, Emerson, Northeastern, Berklee School of Music. Terus kayak masih UMass Boston, Babson, Bentley, kayak masih banyak banget. Jadi kayak bener-bener ke-spread semua, dan Indonya tuh termasuk banyak di every single uni gitu loh. Jadi kayak
that's good. Yeah.
Jadi say no to homesick sih. Pasti punya temen lah kalau di Boston.
Okay. So your favorite hangout place?
Rumah temen.
I see. Oh, jadi kalau di sini tuh anak-anak Indo banyak kan spend time atau hangoutnya di rumah temen.
Iya, karena kayak ya maksudnya enak aja ya, maksudnya kayak ngapain
lah ya.
Iya, even kayak as simple as dinner masak bareng gitu, kayak it's just already ya. Terus deep talknya sih ya yang paling seru ya. Cuman kayak it's just already so fun aja gitu kayak.
Iya, udah beda lah, udah lebih mature. Jadi kayak
butuhnya deep talk.
Oke. Dengar. Karen, you just got accepted to Masters of Public Health.
Yes.
Oh my god, but you haven't even graduated university kan?
Yes.
You're currently in what, junior year, which means kayak third year. This is like the first semester of your third year. How does it work?
So in BU there's like a 4+1 program.
4+1. So that means you can get your master's degree in 5 years.
Yes, in like only extra 1 year.
Oh. Okay.
Jadi tuh aku kan sekarang BS, Bachelor of Science kan. Jadi my junior classes tuh basically udah kelar gara-gara aku took kayak a lot of summer classes yang tadi aku bilang kan. Terus kayak
fast track jadi ya.
Yeah. Jadi I'm basically taking senior classes right now. Terus kayak I have like a lot of spare at my curriculum, like all. Terus ya udah I try to apply, and then like it's pretty competitive because like a lot of people want this gitu. Kayak financially kayak it's really kayak hemat, because you know masters classes are like a lot more expensive than undergrad. Terus kayak basically this program tuh bringing kayak 4 classes of the masters kayak ke your undergrad years gitu. Jadi kayak hitungan biayanya juga pakai biaya undergrad. Biaya undergrad. Terus habis itu kayak jadi ya udah disempilin aja di undergradnya kan, I masih ada spare. Jadi I bisa cukup 4 classes ini di junior spring semester, and then senior fall and senior spring gitu.
Oh wow. So that means, so are you gonna be graduating in 4+1 atau just 4?
Both. So for my undergrad yang biasanya I'll graduate on May 2024, kayak yang emang as planned gitu. Tapi kalau for FPH-nya I'll graduate 2025.
Oh, okay.
Jadi I graduate 2 years in a row.
Oh my god, gila keren banget sih. Okay. Itu gimana sih, like what's the tips, like why do you wanna ambil Masters Public Health? I thought kayak you said you were in the pre-med.
Iya, jadi tuh pre-med itu susah kan.
Iya.
Terus habis itu kayak kebetulan
guys.
Ya maksudnya kayak I masih nggak tahu sih ya aku beneran mau ambil MD-nya nanti atau enggak gitu. But at least I'm on the right track right now. So once I graduated,
kedokteran
MD medical doctor.
Yeah, medical doctor. Okay.
Iya, terus kayak jadi once I graduated ya I think kayak yang penting aku udah di right track dulu, nanti I decide later. Kayak maksudnya aku beneran mau atau enggak gitu. Toh I'm taking masters right now, I pasti bisa punya waktu 1 tahun buat mikir. Terus kayak MPH yang aku ambil, MPH tuh kayak public health kan, luas banget. Yang concentration yang aku ambil tuh healthcare management. This is because kayak basically all my families are doctors, and we're just like and into hospital management lah ya gitu. Jadi kayak emang that's just my field lah gitu. Terus habis itu kayak I found this program and why not gitu,
Right,
kayak
yeah.
emang ini yang bidang yang bakal aku lanjutin lah istilahnya gitu. Terus
Yeah,
jadi
yeah.
kayak ya udah.
Keren banget. So, is this your, kan you mentioned kan you have like long-term goals and stuff. So, this MPH, is it like your plan A?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
Iya, amit-amit kalau misalnya ya waktu itu this MPH-nya nggak keterima, do you have like plan B, C, D?
I have.
Wow, gila sih, keren banget. What was your plan B? Just curious.
So I took one business class already,
Okay.
and I actually like it.
Uh-huh.
So kan sebenarnya healthcare management yang I ambil sekarang buat MPH tuh ya business side-nya lah ya.
Right, yeah.
Which is kayak yang sebenarnya ya aku kan sebenarnya lebih ngarah ke situ gitu. Cuman kalau sampai aku nggak keterima, I was planning to take business minor gitu. Kenapa nggak dual degree? Karena major aku and business major is like bener-bener bertolak belakang, right?
Yeah.
And kalau misalnya yang ngambil dual degree itu nggak bakal cukup, mau yang ngambil summer classes sebanyak apapun
Yeah,
gitu di for 4 years gitu.
Yeah.
Which aku juga nggak mau, maksudnya nambah extra semester or extra year, like what for gitu. Kayak I think 4 years is enough. Terus habis itu kayak plan C I can graduate on 2023.
Oh my god, so just graduate early.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
And then like I can do OPT or something like
Right.
that. Tapi kayak I mean 3 plans is enough. And then like plan A dapat, jadi
Yeah,
by
okay,
plan B and
that's
C.
Yeah. Okay, congratulations ya, keren banget sih.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alright then, so are you going to class soon?
Yes, I am. In the morning.
Okay, yaudah kalau gitu, I guess like that's all for today. Maybe next time when I visit Boston lagi, maybe Karen would be nice. Ini biar ke-record gitu.
Tenang
Tuh,
Fenway
hopefully,
Triangle
yeah.
Unit P is always open.
Okay. Yaudah, thank you so much ya Karen. Ya, have fun in school today.
Thank you. Bye
Alright.
guys.
Bye guys.